Hello dear friends, I'm glad to come your way today. In this episode, we are still talking about managing your time, and we are still referring to the working class people, that is those that are employed. How can you still become useful even when you are already working? It's simple. I'll share with you, and I believe that is going to help you because it's a concept I developed for myself, which has really helped me to still develop myself, my dreams, my vision, even though I am working. The first thing is that you need to develop a concept, a mindset that you work for two people every day. That every day your life is going to produce for two people. The first boss is your employer. He is paying you for your 8 hours of work, and you must faithfully give him commensurate work for what you are receiving as paycheck. So every day, Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday, you have to give him 8 hours of your productive time, and it must be productive. But now, when you close from office, the remaining day belong to you. Remember, if you sleep 6 hours, you have 10 hours left. What you do with that 10 hours, and the 10 hours left is after work. So what do you do with it until midnight? You close at 4:30 or 5, but what do you do with your time until midnight? Now, when you come back home, you now dedicate the leftover time to working for boss number two. You don't take office work and bring back home because you'll be cheating boss number two, right? Everything that has to do with boss number one ends in the office because that is his environment. When you come back to the environment of boss number two, you dedicate those remaining hours just for boss number two. During that time, remember you have 10 hours if you sleep 6 hours a day, or you have 8 hours if you sleep 8 hours a day. Now, in the 8 hours, what do? You may decide to rest for 2 hours and then give yourself just 3 hours to work for your own projects, to think about your vision, to think about where you are going, to write down everything that you have to write, to type, to produce the materials, to convert your ideas into different products. That time you are working for boss number two. And your payment will come with time because your payment will be that you will have increased income when your products start entering the market, and you will finally be free from boss number one. So during those leftover time, you don't do anything concerning boss number one. You only dedicate your time to thinking only about your vision, thinking only about where you are going with your life, thinking only about what your children are becoming and where you are carrying them to, thinking all about your projects and because you must also become relevant in this life. You must leave inheritance for your children and onto your children's children. So you have to develop those things. You are already convinced that salary cannot make you a millionaire. You're already convinced that salary cannot even permit you to serve God freely. Because every time you want to go for a mission work, you have to go and beg boss number one. And if he says no, you are not going anywhere. But if you were independent, you can be traveling at will to serve your God. Even though you already have a cash flow system around your life, managing all your affairs and managing the call of God in your life. You see, so when it is time for boss number two, it is only boss number two. Don't read anything concerning boss number one. Only read, research, and write only about the things that concern boss number two. And that boss number two is yourself and where you are going in life. You must capture your dreams. You must develop your ideas. You must design them into products. If you want to start an NGO, that's when you start building the ideas. If you want to start a company, that's when you start building the ideas. During that left hour time, you are writing the business case. You are developing and visualizing everything that has to do with that project. Boss number two. So it means that you must make sure that the form that you used to give to that leftover time, you take it away. If you just used to come back and you remain planted in front of your TV, you must reduce that time, my friend. Make that period a productive time for you. All the best, my dear friends. Bye-bye.